Hello, it's Tuesday, 6:30. Welcome back to H&S. Remember, Thursdays with Victor Von Troom. We see him in the chat. Hey, look at that. I got some weird chat shit going up behind me. Kind of figured out a little bit of how to get the new app Trovo in there. So at least you're up on the screen somewhat. I don't have to look all over for you. Hello, Kitty B. So, by the way, don't forget, Periscope is going down shortly. We're probably going to be off of that soon, probably the first week of March. So, you want to head over to Trovo. I'm not sure what's going on with D Live, but we'll hang out there for a while because, like I've said in the past, our YouTube channel is, pretty close to being gone. So I'm probably going to stop the feed to YouTube so I don't lose all the videos and download them all before they're all gone. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. Oh, by the way, if you care to support the show, you can't with lemons on D Live any longer. Don't know how long that's going to last, but we hit the first level in Trovo, so I don't know whatever that means. I haven't even read up on it yet. I haven't really gone into it. I got some things fixed, but I got to work too. So you could also support us through Streamlabs at winning_TV1/tip. So let's get some background music going here. Goodbye and farewell. It was nice knowing you. So, I see Boogie Bumper, Boogie Bumper in the chat over on Trovo. By the way, before we get into goodbye and farewell, we might have a special show next week or the week after on a Tuesday or a Thursday. We're going to bring the game show people in, along with another streaming couple. And have a little newlywed game style show. Hopefully, I don't want to tell you who it is until everything's confirmed, but so far it looks good. Should be a fun night. So I'll look for that in the near future. That should be fun. All right, especially with the people I've asked to come on. So, going back to Boogie Bumper's post over in Trovo, the new hot app, which I know nothing about. You can cast a spell, though. Somebody cast a spell. Kitty B, thank you for whatever that 500 thing is. Appreciate it. So, Trump is leaving tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, apparently. He's not even hanging around past 8 o'clock. Heading to Mar-a-Lago. So Boogie Bumper suggesting he give Tiger King a pardon. I'll go a step farther. Give Tiger King a pardon. Pardon everybody. He just gave a pardon to somebody who hates Trump asked for a pardon for Def Jam Records or something. He's sitting in jail for murder. I can't remember his name. Damn it. But I think he just gave him a pardon or clemency or something. So that guy's getting out of jail. So why not let the Tiger King out too? The hell with it. Go full crazy. Suge Knight. That's who Kitty B. Suge Knight just got a clemency. Not a pardon, but he got clemency, so he can leave prison. So, give the Tiger King. Come on, Trump, give him a pardon. Death Row Records, there you go. Damn, that was on the tip of my brain, but I didn't sleep last night, so I'm surprised I'm even up in this room tonight. And I shouldn't even say this. Bin Laden's cave. Look at my nice cave. Yes, I stream from a cave. We're all going to stream from a cave soon if this keeps up. we're all going to have to stream from caves with our little satellite dish. We'll see what happens. So I'm streaming from the cave tonight, but I got some chat from Trovo up there. I can see it. And I can see the other chat, too, from Restream. So we got chats all over the place. But let's get going with Farewell first. I thought this was... Some people might get pissed, but this was comedic genius, I think. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Then we got some good stuff about Steve Rocco that Kitty B sent me. We're going to delve into Rocco going forward. I guess this guy's interesting, that's for sure. I never heard of him. Maybe I did, I just don't remember him, but should be fun. And then we got some other cool, fun stuff for you. And I threw some more ad breaks in there. Shorter ad breaks instead of these 5 to 7 minute ad breaks. So every half hour I'll throw a couple of streamer ads up there of shows that you should check out, in the words of Irrational Times. Check it out. But this is funny right here. A lot of people aren't going to dig it, but here we go. This is from Fate of Kings, starring Mersh from Nightwave. Here we go.
Could you give us that, please, Trump? Please. Hijack the presidential alert system and go ham for an entire night.
Hey, just an emergency broadcast. Kamala's on that field. The election was stolen, and Joe Biden's son smokes crack. He gets jerked off by Asian people's feet. Yeah, hi guys, it's me again. Look, I'm just gonna let you know right now that Joe Biden definitely red terror me. I'm saying it. I don't care.
What are we in junior high school? What the
My
hell?
mother
What is
called
this?
CNN 20 years ago. I mean, that would be a hell of a long con, right?
Like, what? What?
That's a hell of a long play. By the way, I just wanted to let you know that because apparently it's allowed now, I'm going to allow my son to become a Chinese asset and smoke crack. What do you say, Don Jr.? You ready to smoke crack? COVID's fake, by the way. I should tell you now, I was in on the meetings early on, and I will tell you, it's tremendous. I should have said it earlier. But COVID is fake.
It's hilarious.
Sorry, it's me again. I will, look, I said a lot of bad things about the Bidens tonight, but let me just say one good thing. Hunter Biden has a pretty monster cock. If Barrett's cock is this big, I will be very proud. I will think that I've really done my job as a father.
It's a parody, by the
aliens
way.
are real. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're real. You guys remember when you were going to storm Area 51? You should have done that, really. I don't care. Fire it up again. Here's a picture from Area 51 of an alien being autopsied. I want you to send that out to everybody.
Mr. President, people will fucking lose their minds. People will die.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Send it out. Looks, I'm still president. I still have a day left. I'm pardoning Christopher Cantwell, and he is now going to operate our presidential alert system for the next 48 hours. I'm just going to let him. There you go, Chris. There's your desk.
Like, what? What?
Listen, just one more time, folks. If you guys go to D.C. and riot one more time for me, go down there, burn D.C. to the ground for your president. I will release AOC's nudes. Yes, we have them. Yes, we have AOC's nudes. And I don't mean, by the way, folks, I'm not talking about this, You know, titties. Titties are great. I like titties. We all like titties. I'm talking full, you know, some pussy shots. Some of them are teasing pussy shots. You know, she kind of pulls the underwear tight and the pussy's eating the underwear. It starts like that, but it proceeds to get much spicier. And by the end of it, I mean, she's got an egg in one thing. She's got a vibrating doohickey in another. It's unbelievable. It's tremendous. It's tremendous stuff, folks. Go burn DC to the ground. AOC's nudes will be in your phone by tomorrow.
I thought that was funny as hell. Come on, you gotta have a sense of humor, right? Just lost half the audience because it was I don't know. I guess it didn't reflect good on Trump. But it would be funny if he just started firing that thing off one after another, doing that. Like titties. That was pretty damn funny. Oh, Boogie Bumper, I gotta see what you got, because yeah, the internet's gone a little crazy. Dare I say crazy right now? What's this? The Juice Media. I'm so glad now that we made this is in hot off the presses from Boogie. We made an honest government ad about QAnon and post-election shit fuckery. At the time, I wondered if the crazy arse shit we thought might unfold after Trump's loss was after a Trump loss was far-fetched. Turns out we could have thrown in shamans and neo-Nazis too. Oh shit. Oh, let's see what it is.
Hello, I'm from the U.S. government. Does something feel wrong in the world, but you can't put your finger on it? Are you yearning to fight injustice and be part of something bigger? Do you do your own research? If so, you've been chosen to participate in our new PSYOP, QAnon. PSYOPs are usually carried out by our intelligence agencies in countries we've invaded or whose governments we've overthrown, in order to convince the local population that we're there to help them. QAnon is just like that, except the target isn't a foreign population. It's you. And the government we're planning to overthrow is... Follow the White Rabbit. At the heart of this PSYOP is Q, a government insider who will give you advance warning about major events, like the arrest of Hillary and deep state leaders, which never happened, and the end of the Democratic Party in 2018, who actually went on to win the House that year. And if years of fake predictions start to get you down, don't worry. Trust the plan. The best part of this PSYOP is you'll believe you're in a PSYOP, except that's not the PSYOP you're actually in, but the PSYOP where we let you think you're in a PSYOP. PSYOPception. All we have to do is tell Il Duce to say tip top next to a white rabbit. Q-proof. Joining QAnon is easy because at its core there are some truths. Like, the media really does lie to you. There really are powerful predators out there, and there really is a global pedophile ring that ritually abuses kids. But as you follow Q's droppings, you'll gradually LARP yourself deep into the rabbit's rectum, where you'll find others who yearn to fight injustice just like you. The 5G crew, the Plandemic crowd, the FEMA camps, and chemtrail folks too. All LARP together into a single LARP we can control. Where we LARP one, we LARP all. In exchange for all this entertainment and newfound sense of purpose, all we ask for in return is your help. No, you fucking idiots, not to arrest Hillary. You see, we have no intention of ceding power at this election. So if it looks like we're winning on election night, we'll declare victory, even though millions of votes are still being counted. And if we're losing, we'll declare the election rigged. Either way, that's your cue to get in the streets and prevent further mail-in ballots from being counted. Just like what happened in Florida when rioters shut down the recount of the 2000 election. Among those rioters was this fuckwit, the same one who is now urging us to declare martial law should we lose the election. And among the lawyers who helped to stop the recount was the same one we're pushing hard to appoint to the Supreme Court right now. Coincidence? Follow the white fuckwit. All this should alarm patriots. Except Q has convinced patriots, even the guy who spent decades warning you about the police stated martial law, that martial law is now a good thing. The only thing that can ruin our plan to repeat 2000 is if there's an overwhelming voter turnout against us, which is why we've been doing all we can to deregister millions of you, purge voter rolls, and close polling stations to make voting as hard as possible. What's that? When do we take down the deep state? Aw, honey. The guy who exposed the real deep state is being tortured by it right now. And where are you? Oh, that's right. Q told you to trust the plan and have a big circle jerk on Aiken, the great Oankening. And that's the purpose of QAnon, to convince those who would normally be on the front line of fighting our shitfuckery to sit by and watch as we prosecute your truth tellers, purge your justice system, and rat fuck this election. QAnon. Nothing can stop what's coming, because you'll be sitting on your ass when it does.
Shit.
Authorized by the Department for executing the biggest intelligence drop in U.S. history.
Boogie Bumper's trying to lose all of my audience in one night. No, that's okay. Because, yeah, pretty much kind of sums it up. I mean, there's still people on Twitter right now at this very moment telling you that the military is going to arrest Joe Biden tomorrow. As they're purging out military members who supported Trump. That's interesting. Yes, the Biden administration is purging out Trump supporters out of the National Guard and military. Interesting. Interesting. Isn't it? I mean, it just at this moment in time, it's very, very hard to believe people still believe that Trump will still be president tomorrow at 12:01, or the military will have a coup. That's not going to happen. Not even unfortunately, you don't want a military coup. You just don't. Oh, so I'm trying to find a little chat here. Confusing tonight. Let's see what you got there, the hidden hand, before we get into some stuff that Kitty sent me on this interesting character, Stephen Rocco. Looks interesting so far. We'll see, though. Oh. What is this? You know what? I'm going to save that for Thursday, the hidden hand. I'll save that for Thursday when we got Victor von Schroom on, who's a little bit better at computer technology than I am. A lot better, to be honest with you. So I'm going to save that for Thursday, if you don't mind. Looks interesting. Stephen Rocco. So, well, wait a minute. Let's make sure we got everything lined up here. Oh, you know what? I had something else. Let's roll this clip. I threw in some IT clips for tonight too, so.
Welcome to the Sunday Night Shit Show, brought to you by Frozen Asian and Spent D. We're gonna see who can battle their way through this 2-hour transmission. You're gonna have to deal with the chat, as well as the deadly waiting room in Discord if you want to make it through this street fight with some of the cream of the crop in the ROTC community. Here's AG Luck off the top rope, right on to Doc Jabroni. OJ's White Bronco sends another horrible video enraging the chat, almost getting Lisa and Jim N-word banned. But wait, our favorite heel Chuck comes in with a foreign object. He must have been in the waiting room too long. He looks angry. Chris and Danny Saint lock up before JJ Stoner breaks them up. What? Who's this? Fat Keck Boy comes in with the hard DDT. That's it for round one. but don't worry, it's time now for our favorite ring girl, Super Beauty Executie. But that's not all. Here's a special guest appearance with Royce and Mersh, accompanied by their manager Trolita. So please enjoy the Sunday Night Shit Show. Now here's your host, Frozen Asian and Spent D.
By the way, Irrational Times, and the reason why I played that is because I was on his trivia show last night, and despite Victor and Kitty trying to get me blocked, I happened to win last night. Sorry, guys. So I threw up some Irrational Times. By the way, he's a businessman now, wearing a three-piece suit and selling songs at a very reasonable price. Thank you for the victory last night, IT. Oh, yeah, that Kitty B tried to get me blocked so that they could win. Actually, last night I was on the computer, so it was a hell of a lot faster for me to answer than on my phone. That's probably why I won. If I was on my phone, I would have got my ass kicked again like I usually do on IT's trivia. So, oh, that's a good point. Follow Q in the chat. Follow Q17, who's I think he's going to change his name. I think I saw that in Boogie's thread there on Twitter. Yeah, some people learned a lot from Q, but then you had the over the top Spurgs that went a little crazy, if you will. But good point. Take everything with a grain of salt. I've always said question everything. That's why I even go over to leftist Twitter. Just don't ever reply on leftist Twitter. Otherwise, you're going to cause yourself a lot of problems. They'll be watching you. Watching every post you put out. But go over there and read leftist Twitter. I do that on a regular basis. Watch everybody. Pay attention. That's how I know. That's how I knew this guy was a problem.
Humanizes you to the fans. It's okay.
This guy eating a booger here. Yeah, this guy. I knew he was a problem. That's how I knew, because I look at everybody. Because it's not hard to put two and two together with what's going on. Here's Rocco. Yeah, I just wanted to get on the board, Kitty B, so I'm not going to play trivia anymore on Irrational Times, just so you know. If I play, it's going to be from my phone, so I don't have a shot in hell, because I'm terrible at typing on my phone. I'll admit it, my fingers from having so much grease on them all day, you hit the letter and it doesn't pop up, because apparently it doesn't recognize my fingers half the time, or the screen is so greasy I can't even type. We'll start out with this video.
He's a conspiracy theorist who's devoted much of his life to fighting a shadowy cabal called the Partnership. Rocco has written extensively about the Partnership in his book called ROCCO, Behind the Orange Curtain, Secret Chronicles and Public Record Accounts of Corruption, Murder, and Scandal of Corporate and Political California, written by America's premier legal technician. In it, he describes the Partnership as a consortium of corrupt co-conspirators within the legislative, judicial, and economic halls of Orange County. Steve Rocco has spent 40 years investigating the Partnership. It all began in 1980, when Rocco was arrested for shoplifting 4 rolls of Kodak film and a sausage from an Albertson supermarket. This arrest, he says, was set up by the Partnership. Rocco has accused the CEO...
Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. He got arrested, and it was all set up for shoplifting. The Partnership got him arrested for shoplifting. Oh, boy. Before we continue on, I forgot. I got forgot my half-hour ad breaks here, so we're going to throw an ad up there for some streamers that you should take a gander at. How about that?
The world is a terrible place, full of terrible people doing terrible things. Thankfully, there's a weekly live stream that doesn't sugarcoat it for you. Join Major Tom Saturdays at 10 p.m. for the Big Empty. That's Major_Tom on DLive. Make sure to use zeros for O's because your life really is that hard. The world is a terrible place, full of terrible people doing terrible things.
I ran the same ad twice. We'll play this one.
Hey, UK Neil here. Join me on Monday, Wednesday and Friday nights for the Great Awakening show. 5 p.m. US Eastern Time, 10 p.m. UK time. Get out of that matrix and get a dose of truth. See ya there.
Oh, shit. How'd that happen? Reverb. Yeah, I know. I forgot to turn off the other soundboard. Slobs. I keep forgetting that. So we'll continue on. My next try at it, commercial break, I'll let you know. I'll get it right. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure the sound's on, too, when you come back.
That he sent a man wielding a power saw after him. Steve Rocco hosted a self-produced public access show from 1993 until 1994, which focused on exposing the partnership, as well as injustice and corruption within Orange County.
The partnership, he was on. Oh, we gotta find some of these shows that he did on public access. Oh, this is going to be a wealth of information. By the way, at 12:01, get your popcorn ready, I guess. I don't know. What's happening at 12:01? Biden's getting sworn in. He might be a little too scared to go out there. Apparently, he's afraid to death to even go outside. I don't know. Kind of weird. They've got a 12-foot fence all around the Capitol and 26,000 troops there with no holding empty guns, apparently. Don't know what that's going to do, but anywho. Nobody can get in the Capitol, so I don't know what he's afraid of.
Okay, so obviously, Steve Rocco is a highly eccentric person. But if that's all there was to this story, then it wouldn't be interesting. Now, would it? No, you see, the tale of Steve Rocco is the ultimate absurdist underdog story. That's right.
Oh, Follow Q changes his name at 12:01. I'm starting to, not to get off the Rocco subject here, but I'm starting to see some walkbacks from a few people saying that tomorrow, the end of whatever, after Biden's sworn in, that's not the end of the plan. Or God's timeline is longer. I don't get the whole thing, but to me, that's your goalposts going all over the field at this point, right? Oh, I was going to go down there, but apparently you can't go down there. I was going to go down there with the black hat and the lime green coat and go, ah! As he's sworn in. Get some bold frame glasses like she had on. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, back to Rocco here.
You heard that right. The ultimate absurdist underdog story. It's about a dissident.
No!
a watchdog who fought against the bureaucratic system from within. This is the story of Steve Rocco versus the Orange Unified School Board.
I said jail time,
Mr. Rocco, did you vote yes or no?
You don't touch me. You understand?
This guy, how did a guy from a school board... a pussy hat. Even better, Kitty. Yeah, I'll get myself a pussy hat. That's even better. How did a guy who was on a school board make international news? I never heard of a guy on a school board making international news. So this has got to be something to this story.
Understand that?
I'm learning right with you.
What? You touch
You know what?
me.
I'm going to recess this meeting.
Thank you.
If you're bored, you're welcome to leave, Mr. Ortega. Someday tell us about your brother who was employed here.
Mr. Rocco, I think you need to be quiet, okay?
No, I think I need to keep going.
You know, you're not here for the children.
I'm not?
Don't personalize it. Now you have employees. Now you're talking about a brother of mine who passed away.
Wasn't
you
it a
have no
drugs?
heart.
Mrs. Nichols?
Wasn't it
Okay,
a drug?
Mrs.
enough.
Nichols, I
Yes,
would like
Mrs.
to make a motion to adjourn
Is that the original Donald Trump?
the media.
This story begins in 2004, after Steve Rocco, inexplicably, became a publicly elected government official. The race was for the Area 6 seat on the Orange Unified School Board. Rocco won with 54% of the vote, 24,749 votes in total. He defeated Phil Martinez, a PTA president with the backing of the teachers union, despite the fact that he didn't campaign at all. Steve Rocco didn't even print out a flyer. All he did was ride his bike to the Registrar of Voters' office and fill out a small form.
That is awesome. Nobody even knew he was running, and they voted for him. It was rigged.
After Steve Rocco's victory, things started to get even weirder. And that's because no one knew how to find him. No one knew how to contact him and tell him that he won. He didn't communicate with anyone for a month.
He didn't even know he won for a month. Holy shit. They couldn't even get a hold of him to say, hey, you won this race. Oh,
Not the
man.
Registrar of Voters' office, or the school board, or journalists who visited his home in hopes to get an exclusive on the man that they dubbed the mystery trustee. When the teachers union sent him a congratulatory letter, it was returned unopened, with refused written on the envelope. Speculation about just who the hell he was intensified. Hardly anyone even knew what he looked like, except for a handful of his neighbors. A member of the school board told the Los Angeles Times, quote, "You hear things because people are desperately trying..."
I don't know who this guy is, but I'm going to vote for him. 54% of the vote. Never campaigned one day. Probably didn't even vote. Yeah, that's right. Free dumb.
Trying to find some info on him. I heard he rides bikes. He likes garage sales. He hangs out at a 7-Eleven. I don't know if any of that is true. Then nearly a month later, Rocco finally revealed himself by calling into a local radio show and promising that he would attend his December 8th swearing-in ceremony. Steve Rocco did in fact attend his swearing-in ceremony, and he did so in a big way.
Living in
yeah, Monica Lane got or Monica 3 got an update from DLive. I got it, but I loaded it, whatever. It was probably an update to make sure we don't have any workarounds to get lemons if you're an X tagged. So I haven't taken off the X tag to get lemons, whatever. They probably fixed it so that you can't do that once you're an X tag. I don't know. I don't know what the update was about, but it wouldn't open unless you updated it.
in a time of secret organizations. We're living in a time of corruption and mostly a time of dictatorship. Aiding and abetting the drug and human cargo trade is only part of the problem. You change things here, you change things nationwide. The world is watching. I am and have always been the anti-corruption candidate.
In front of an audience of parents, teachers, and Orange Unified.
That's interesting what he just said. That's interesting what he was just saying. If you can change it, you're fine. I'm probably fine. I didn't change it, so I know we can't get lemons, but that's whatever. He's talking about human trafficking and talking about a lot of current things that people are talking about, and this was in 1980. So that talk's been going on a long time.
School district officials, Rocco delivered a 5-minute rant about the partnership.
The question should be not as who is Rocco, but what is the partnership? This mentions at least 20 to 30 partnership members. This is an expose, not a manifesto. Expose is a French word, not a Russian word.
He explained that his job as an Orange Unified School Board trustee and fighting the partnership was one and the same.
Doing my job as trustee and fighting organized crime are one and the same. You think that you're in heaven, you're in hell.
During his debut on the school board, Steve Rocco cleared some things up. He attributed his month-long absence from the spotlight and his lack of a campaign to his parents being kidnapped.
His lack of a campaign? He didn't campaign at all. They couldn't even find him when he won. And he probably didn't even vote for himself. And he still got 54% of the vote. Maybe if the Libertarian Party ran that way, just put up a candidate, filled out the forms, and just walked away, maybe they'd win. Oh. Yeah, you don't want kids accidentally getting into your stream if you take off that X tag and something comes up that kids shouldn't see, right, Boogie? I'm not changing it. D-Live wants to give lemons back. They probably should. They screwed it up for one guy. They screwed it up. They screwed it up. Yep. All for one jackass. Oh well. I look at it as we never did anything wrong. We never got any emails from... We got emails from YouTube, but that's different. They give everybody an email or a strike. But, his opponent, Kitty B, was a former educator and administrator and was backed by a member of the PTA and was backed by the teachers union. People had to know who he was. They had no clue who Rocco was, and they voted for him. Oh. They're important.
Kidnapped. And one of the main reasons why I didn't run this summer was because both my parents were kidnapped this summer. They couldn't leave.
He also paid tribute to his father in Italian and vowed to continue to fight the partnership.
Io ti amo te caro papà. 9 di novembre era la prima giornata che hai perso questa guerra qua, dello partnership. Tutto che io faccio è per te.
After footage of Steve Rocco's swearing-in ceremony circulated, some speculated that he was a performance artist, a troll. Some went even further, theorizing that he was Andy Kaufman in disguise, or back from the dead.
Well, let's look at some other news. And Steve Rocco, who was elected, to the surprise of many, to the Orange Unified School District Board, actually showed up for his swearing-in, Gustavo.
My colleague Nick Scow reported it last week, and it was really a bizarre spectacle because once again, Rocco, in his previous interview with the LA Times, the only thing he talked about was this vague conspiracy. And in this case, he once again, instead of speaking about school issues, he talked about the conspiracy. And in fact, the Weekly were speculating that there is no real Steve Rocco. In fact, that Steve Rocco is the late performance artist Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman was a comedian known for his anti-comedy performance art, often playing bizarre characters in order to provoke a reaction from audiences. Someone even made a website called AndyKaufmanLives.com. But at a press conference held in his lawyer's office, Steve Rocco denied any rumors of him being or associating with Andy Kaufman in any way. Now, if you're asking me for my opinion,
this guy, actually, this guy's a genius. Conspiracy theorist or not, he's a genius. He had no platform back then, right? You didn't really have the internet. You didn't have podcasts. You didn't have YouTube, right? So this guy runs for school board. Now he's got a platform. People got to listen to him now. And look at all the publicity he got. He got his message out, right? He found a way. I'll give him credit. He found a way to get his message out. Couldn't get it out any other way. Nobody would listen to him normally. They'd walk away going, yeah, this guy's crazy. But now he's sitting at the school board as a trustee and has the mic.
none of this was a stunt. Steve Rocco was, and still is, most definitely insane. This wasn't an act or performance art. And that's the beauty of this story. What happened was that nearly 25,000 people voted an unstable person into a seat in public office, which he went on to occupy for the next 4 years. So
Victor Von Troom says, Phil, when are you running for candidate for your local official job? I was asked once before. Yeah, someone said I should run for town board. At the time, the woman running for the town supervisor of the board had Alzheimer's. She was putting on the wrong color shoes. It was kind of sad. It was like they elected Joe Biden. Can't run in this town. Maybe if you lived here 50 or 60 years and you're about 75 years old, you can run, because the only people that win are people that have been here forever, generations, several generations. And if you run, you're not going to get anything done, because these several generations decide everything. It's like that town in that weird movie with Tom Hanks, where the guy's the judge, the sheriff. They wouldn't like me.
You might be wondering, what was Steve Rocco like as a school board trustee? Well, let me tell you, he was an agent of chaos.
I'm against drugs, and I probably have lost more to the drug situation than anybody else. I've lost relatives, I've lost friends, I've lost my job, I've been set up. But how do you find out about that? You don't. You know, and just think about the newspapers in the past couple of months. In the last couple of months, I've been 2 death attempts, stalking. The police reports are right here. Have you heard anything? Of course you haven't. And it all deals with the drug situation. You know, I like to think that somewhere, my father's directing me on this. And the more I thought about it, and the more that I investigated the matter, I discovered that my father's passing wasn't just an act of God.
I thought his father was kidnapped, and that's why he couldn't run a campaign.
It was pre-planned. It was premeditated. It had a political agenda, and it's more than malpractice. My father was murdered. My father was murdered by low pressure poisoning or an overdose. your drugstore, the big ones, Albertsons. Believe me, the CEO, son of Albertsons, set me up. Have you ever heard anything? Have you read the story? No. Set him up. And he's dead.
Okay, so there's a couple reasons why Steve Rocco won. Okay, so here's how the ballot looked.
Kitty B says run for sheriff. Actually, I like our sheriff is actually pretty good. He has said no to Cuomo's ridiculous COVID. Go door to door to make sure no more than 10 people are in the house. He said no, we're not doing that. He's not enforcing half of the stuff that the governor wants him enforced. So a lot of people like the sheriff. He's pretty popular here. So his father died. He didn't run for office. He just stuck his name on the ballot, and he won. Oh, Martinez was an Orange County Park Ranger, but he was heavily involved with the PTA. I did hear that. And he was backed by the teachers union. So that's who he ran against.
As you can see under Phil Martinez's name, it says Orange County Park Ranger. Under Steve Rocco, it says school teacher/writer. Typically, in these low ballot races for local office, voters aren't too well informed about who their candidates are. So in this case, many people chose Steve Rocco simply because his designation said school teacher, which they assumed was a better fit for the school board than a park ranger. Here's the thing though. Steve Rocco has never been a school teacher. He holds teaching credentials, as well as a total of 8 associate's degrees from Santa Ana College, but has never utilized any of them professionally. In other words, he submitted a false ballot designation, which surprisingly doesn't have very many consequences.
So if I said I was a brain surgeon,
right,
and I put that down, would that go down?
Sure, but now here's where it kicks in, is there's a 10-day review period. So people that know you or may not know that you're a brain surgeon could challenge that designation.
They call you up and they say, Smoller's not a brain surgeon.
They do all the time.
And what do you do?
Well, we refer them to a court. So, for example, they could file a case in court. It's an emergency hearing, and a judge at that point would make the determination based on evidence. If you came in and were able to prove that you were a brain surgeon, then the court could likely rule in your favor.
Another reason people voted for him was as a protest against his teachers' union-backed opponent, a vote against the status quo.
Oh, Chris Reed, I think you went on record last time we talked saying you voted for Steve Rocco.
That makes sense. Because if you got the backing of the teachers union, the odds of you winning a board seat in a fairly conservative area are going to be lower. So the second, court. Yeah. You have to go to court. Good luck with that. Just ask a recent presidential candidate how that went.
Let me say that you three sound like you're part of the partnership.
Well, Chris, I told you never to speak of that on the air.
Well, I'm rapidly regretting my vote for the guy. Obviously, I projected my hopes that he would be an anti-establishment figure onto this blank slate, and now as the slate is filled in, he's not turning out to be what I hoped.
One voter called him a breath of fresh air and explained that she voted for him because she felt as though he did not just...
He's got a troll doll in front of him. He brings his own flowers. Oh. Hey, that troll doll reminds me of somebody.
Just be another teachers union puppet. She remarked that she considered him the lesser of two evils. Another member of the community declared, quote, I voted for Rocco, and I'd vote for him again. The same person wrote a letter to a local paper to say that he would have chosen Bozo the Clown over Rocco's opponent, Phil Martinez.
They're looking at a guy who wears a stocking cap and dark sunglasses at evening meetings and rails on about conspiracies is going to be a breath of fresh air. But a lot of folks really saw him as a kind of an anti-candidate to somebody else that was they thought would be expected and knee-jerk. And he's going to be fascinating to watch because so far we don't really know what he thinks about education.
See, he was smart. He was smart. He got on the ballot Didn't campaign whatsoever. Didn't have to talk to anybody. Didn't debate anybody. Just hid in his house. And now he's got a platform to say whatever he wants. Oh, man. The Biden strategy. Hide in your house and hope for the best. And sometimes it works out. It worked out in this case. This guy, nobody even knew who he was. They just voted against the other guy. See what happens when you vote against the other guy? You may end up with a crazy person. A really crazy person. I think some people are going to find that out in about a year. A lot of people voted against Trump just because it was Trump. And they're going to come to regret it. In about a year, they're going to go, what the fuck? Why is he doing this? You voted for the guy who never left his house. Did you think about that?
School board trustees are publicly elected officials.
You know what? Kudos to Boogie Bumper. I didn't think Biden would win hiding in his home. I said eventually he did do the debates. He at least did that one or two debates. But for the most part, he hid in Delaware. He never left. He left once or twice. Spoke to about 5 cars or 12 people in circles, and then went back home. Boogie Bumper is the one who said he was going to just stick with that, and he did. I just never saw that before.
Who work together as a board of representatives overseeing a school district. Together they meet and vote on matters such as the school district's yearly budget, personnel hirings and firings, student expulsions, and things like whether to approve a field trip or not. Typically, the school board meets twice a month for 2 evening sessions. First is a closed session meeting, followed by a regular session meeting, which is open to the public. When Steve Rocco became a member of the school board, he made it clear that he would not attend closed session meetings, believing that the public should be involved in every discussion.
I made it a point from the very first time I was elected not to go to closed sessions so I could tell you the truth. So nobody could hold me back.
A true transgressor, Rocco refused to do other things like give his fingerprints or photograph for district records.
So, confidentiality, it's a word. I really believe it, and I believe it for myself too. I haven't given them my phone number because
I do like that he would not go to closed-door sessions, because there's too many of these closed-door sessions where they make all these decisions and nobody gets to have a say. And then they tell you what they decided and leaves you with no choice but to follow whatever they say. Kind of like that. That's okay.
Been warned. What happened?
Oh, we got a great appointment today, by the way. Boogie brings it up. The Pennsylvania Health and Human Services, or whatever they call it in Pennsylvania, the person who did the same thing Andrew Cuomo did, which we still can't find out about in New York. They're not releasing the nursing home numbers for some reason, but we've got that person now to look forward. The same person that brought their mother out of the nursing home before they put all the COVID patients in the nursing home. Wow. But at least we filled the quota. Yay.
Happens here. You know where it winds up? It winds up in a directory.
As a school board trustee, Steve Rocco could be best described as an unintentional nuisance to his colleagues. The fact was that he had no real effect on policy decisions within the school district, since his vote only counted as 1 out of 7. To all of these stiff school board members and PTA attendees, Steve Rocco was their worst nightmare, an unqualified pest who wasted their valuable time and derailed their meetings. But from the lens of an outside observer, like me, Steve Rocco's conduct could only be described as hilarious. What must have messed with the other board members' minds was that they knew Steve Rocco was just as legit as them. Look, there's no doubt in my mind that Steve Rocco wholeheartedly believed that he was exposing the partnership's trail of deceit and corruption by railing against it at these school board meetings. So it's not surprising that soon Rocco started to believe that his colleagues on the school board were members of the partnership and that they were trying to kill him. He felt...
He's got pictures of them in front of his... Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe it's the... Maybe something's happening. My connection seems okay. Is it... Let me go over to... Streamlab or Restream and see what's going on. No, it says everybody's online flying, so I was having a little trouble last night. First it was in D-Live, but then I ran over the Trovo, and then all of a sudden it started working fine, so let's see what happens. Hey, Monica, over in Trovo now. Yay!
Particularly unsafe.
Oh, wait, before we keep going with Steve Rocco, we're about halfway through this video. We're going to have a lot more, thanks to Kitty B, on Steve Rocco. We'll finish this video up, but first, we'll do another ad block here, and I will stop the reverb.
Do you like your novelty comedy songs organic? Handmade with painstaking
It's
care
only going to be a 2-minute
into
commercial.
every note.
I cut them all down.
Well, look no further than Irrational Times. Using only the finest instruments to create an experience that your ears will thank you for later. Irrational Times attempts to elevate the whimsy to a desirable level. New songs and sketches every week, so check it out.
Idiot boogie bumper. 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 He's really giving that one a workout. Go on. DLive.tv/JJ Stoner. And we love JJ here on the show.
It's the JJ Stoner Spring Collection. The perfect attire for any and every occasion you can think of this season.
Like we were in the mosh pit full of sweat and everyone's slapping, hitting, and pulling on you. This shit won't rip.
Lunch at your favorite cafe? Brunch with the girls? These stylish ensembles will give you the confidence you need to look and feel your best.
Or if you're getting arrested for possession, it comes with a built-in police stick-proof body armor. Keep swinging, pigs!
Call now, and your order will come with a complimentary ounce of that dankest bubblegum slurricane that the South has to offer.
Don't forget the wall tapestry. If you need to cover your wall, it works.
Whoops. Getting better, though. We're back. All right, let's go on with Steve, the crazy man, Rocco. I see Irrational Times in the audience. I hope my name's up on the board. That way I don't have to come upstairs and play trivia from the computer so I can have a shot at winning. As long as my name's up on the board.
With the seating arrangement, placing him in close proximity to his two most ardent detractors, Wes Putzma and John Artiga.
Well, 3 minutes. If you look in that section over there, there's no high school students. If you look over there, there's no board member. If you look over there, there's no board member. And that's because fear. That's what you inspire. Well, you sit here and you try to do your job, and you don't know when a fist is going to come in front of your face. You don't know when somebody's going to hover over you. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Is there anybody here who thinks that I would be safe sitting in that chair or that chair? And I asked way back in December, that's the seat that should go to me. Take a look. There's nobody there. Nobody can come at me. You're safe. So now I get to choose between either thug number 1 or thug number 2. So who wins? I guess it's thug number 2. I don't know what I'm going to do for protection. I can't carry a gun, and I don't want to. So I don't know how I'm going to protect myself. You're inspiring fear. You're a bad leader. This is voodoo. This is a voodoo unified school district, and it's because of you. Huh?
One day, Rocco appeared at a city council meeting, claiming that he was the victim of a politically motivated beating.
Mr. Rocco, welcome.
Our investigation hasn't shown that any one of you has any problems with partnership. And I'm talking about organized crime. This administration right here. You have nothing to worry about. We've done a good investigation. There's nothing here on you. But I would seriously have you reconsider your relationship with the Orange Unified School District, because that is another matter altogether. I'm liking the officer, which is in the back there, because he provides protection. And protection is very important because things like assaults by other board members happen in your city. Well, actually by 2 of them. I wasn't planning on speaking tonight, but this isn't chocolate on my face. And I was told not to take it off until photographers from the police department came by. Pretty much my life was threatened today again, and I bled from head to foot. I'm in pain right now. My nose is swollen, I can't breathe, and I hurt. My other clothes are at home, but they're all bloody. Just like this glove right here, and just like my face is.
A bloody glove. I was bleeding from head to foot.
The people that attacked me this morning are in jail. They were caught. We were told who did this. I would seriously consider any sort of relationship you have with them in the immediate future. And as far as the police, we welcome them, because it's not safe in the boardroom and it's not safe out of the boardroom.
According to the Santa Ana Police Department, although it was true that Rocco was a suspect, one of the suspects was a juvenile, and it was unlikely that the attack was politically motivated. After Steve Rocco's fulminating speech at the city council meeting, his sidekick/investigator, Evan Harris, stepped up to the podium and attempted to present his findings about the partnership.
Thank you very much. Mr. Harris, you are next.
Good evening. My name is Evan Harris. I do investigations for myself, Mr. Rocco, and check facts. I've done them for a partnership in the past. I was prevented from delivering the partnership information.
Okay, Mr. Harris, you're going to need to stick to an item that's under the jurisdiction of the City Council.
He's an investigator for Rocco. Investigating the partnership.
This is a non-agenda item.
It needs to be under the jurisdiction of something that the City Council can make a decision on.
Okay, well, I will present it and you tell me if it's under your... Okay, I was prevented from delivering the partnership information at the Unified School District. The supposed Rocco menace is the message of the people.
Okay, Mr. Harris, again, that is not something that's under the jurisdiction of...
IT, it's not a Nazi song. It's a patriotic song. Back the blue. Back the blue.
The City Council.
Okay.
And when I'm on a run.
You know what, sir? You need. Very good. Thank you very much. Then. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for your censorship.
Sorry, you need to be sorry.
Evan Harris aided Rocco in investigating the partnership and often showed up to meetings to speak on Rocco's behalf. Steve Rocco sat on the board for 2 years before his colleagues finally had enough of his antics.
Please direct your comments to Orange Unified School District.
I'm
not going to let you do it unless it as regard to Orange Unified School District.
Excuse me for your guarantee. Let me get through this, all right? Let me
get
through
to
it.
the portion with which
So
pertains
anyway,
to Orange Unified
anyway,
School District.
San Juan Capistrano wrote a...
First they tried to silence him. Then they tried to get rid of him for good.
We care about our employees. We care about our community. We are done dealing with this kind of behavior, and I'm hopeful that Mr. Rocco will choose his words more carefully when he is in public session and doesn't breach this violation.
The board voted 4-1 to censure him on October 12, 2006, after he stated that he would fire a controversial principal during a public meeting. After being censured, Rocco stayed on the board. However, he was no longer permitted to place items on the agenda unless it was co-sponsored by another board member. Aided by an open government advocacy group called Californians Aware, he later sued the school district for violating his freedom of speech. The lawsuit was quickly thrown out of court. Rocco and his co-plaintiffs were ordered to pay the school district $80,000 in attorney's fees. In the end, it was Richard McKee, the president of Californians Aware, who footed the bill. In an interview, McKee called it the price of living out his principles. After successfully censuring him, they tried to drum up community support for a recall. A political recall is the process by which a public official is removed from office before his or her term is over. This attempt to oust Rocco was performed in conjunction with members of the PTA, the school board, and the teachers union. Together they formed the committee to recall Rocco. During an Orange Unified School Board meeting, a representative of the committee handed Steve Rocco intent to recall papers, generating applause from members of the audience.
And in furtherance of supporting that community, I am tonight presenting to Mr. Rocco a notice of intent to recall.
I would love to see the R word, recall.
The R word, recall.
The committee to recall Rocco required 10,000 valid signatures from the school district's registered voters in order to qualify for a ballot recall. The petition to recall Steve Rocco began to circulate on June 29, 2007. If they wanted to force a recall election, they had until September 21, 2007 to collect the signatures. But first, some backstory, because I still haven't told you exactly what led to the recall. It begins with Rocco's sole supporter on the board, trustee Rick Ledesma. Rick Ledesma was the only board member to vote against censuring Rocco. He sometimes sided with Rocco, and Rocco sometimes sided with him. So here's what happened. On March 8, 2007, Rick Ledesma aided Rocco in placing an item onto the agenda called The Partnership in Orange County and the Orange Unified School District. Yesterday, today, and who knows? An examination by Evan Harris at the unholy trilogy of government, corporation, and education. Although he was still censured by the board, Rick Ledesma's support was all that Rocco needed to speak uninterrupted for 30 minutes about the partnership in a long-winded diatribe that included lines like, "This district loves pedophiles." After his presentation, members of the public castigated Rocco for wasting the community's time and taxpayers' money.
2 years ago, our community became the laughingstock when we voted Mr. Rocco into office. We have sat quietly while he rants incoherently about things that are unrelated to...
Ooh, does she have bold frame glasses? Come on. Turn around so we can see your bold frame glasses.
...running the school district. He is not here for the benefit of the children or our community. Quite frankly, Mr. Rocco, we've had enough of
yes, Mr. Rocco, think of the children.
22 months making
think of the
remarks,
children, will you?
Placing dolls, Coke bottles, signs, and pictures before you on the dais, and making a mockery out of being a board member. Mr. Rocco, most people in the community think that you're crazy, but you're unprofessional, and in most cases, you are wrong.
Rick Ledesma was caught in the crossfire by those who admonished him for aiding Rocco by co-sponsoring his agenda item. Some suggested that there should be a recall effort launched against Ledesma as well, but that never happened. And neither did the Rocco recall. By the September 21st, 2007 deadline, they only accumulated around 5,000 signatures, half of what they needed. So the target date was extended to December 5th, but they still didn't have enough signatures by then, so their attempt to recall Rocco was officially abandoned. They failed to garner community support.
They couldn't even recall this guy. They couldn't even get 10,000 signatures to recall this guy. Oh, that worked out well.
Thank you for keeping the time. Due to a lack of interest from the public. Some speculated that the stakes were just too low. As one political observer commented, in the end it seemed that the recall effort was more of a personal matter for the board members than a genuine concern to the community.
I'd like to thank you for a 2-year dictatorship, which was wonderful. I'd like to thank you for the recall, which was the 3 women board members up here. And I'd like to thank you for the 2 attempts on my life, which the media didn't cover. It didn't matter anyway because the recall didn't go through. The people have already spoken. If you did not want me here, you had your chance to get...
Look at this. Now he's got more pictures piled up in front of him. This guy is awesome.
rid of me. Okay? You had your chance. Let's give you another chance in November.
However, they did eventually gerrymander him out of his trustee area, so he couldn't run for re-election. He was redistricted into Trustee Area 7, which his sole supporter on the school board, Rick Ledesma, represented. Rocco declared that he wouldn't run against Ledesma. Ledesma was later re-elected to the board as its president. Okay, so here's the best part. During his final days on the school board, Steve Rocco was arrested for stealing a bottle of ketchup, and the case went to Superior Court. On September 29th, 2008, Rocco stole a half-empty 14-ounce bottle of Heinz ketchup from...
How much is that worth? A bottle of Heinz ketchup that big is, worth about $5? And it's not even a full bottle. It's a half bottle. Back in 2007, 2008, that half bottle of ketchup was probably $2.50. They got him for stealing a half bottle of ketchup.
From a dining area outside of the cafeteria at Chapman University. He was detained by campus security, who witnessed him conceal it in a shopping bag and put it into his bicycle basket before speeding off. Rocco claimed that he took the bottle in order to recycle it, but that the security guards planted the bottle into his bag on behalf of his enemies in order to frame him and discredit him as a public official. Steve Rocco was cited on a charge of petty theft and released after being warned to stay away from Chapman University. According to school officials, the bottle was only worth $1.20.
It was the whole bottle was worth $1.20. The security guards chased him down for a 50 cents worth of ketchup.
But Rocco declined to stay away from the university and asked for a trial by jury, and his request was granted. By April of 2009,
a trial by jury for a 50 cents worth of ketchup. Oh, man. America's been screwed for a long time. 50 cents worth of ketchup in 2009 got you a trial by jury court case.
A 3-day petty theft trial held in Superior Court began. Rocco...
3 days for 50 cents worth of ketchup? 3 days in court? Holy shit. 3 days. This guy is gold. We got lots more on this guy to cover for the few months at least, if not more.
Rocco's signature look, a watch cap and dark sunglasses, violated the court's dress code, so he showed up sporting more appropriate attire. Members of the public criticized the district attorney's office for what they saw as a waste of thousands of dollars of taxpayers' money.
Yeah, you tried a guy for 3 days over 50 cents worth of ketchup. Thousands of dollars for 50 cents worth of ketchup. Congratulations, America.
Thank you for keeping the time. Over a half-empty bottle of ketchup. The DA said that although they offered Rocco a plea bargain, he insisted on his right to a jury trial. During the trial, Rocco represented himself in court, testifying on his own behalf in the witness stand. He maintained his innocence and argued that he was set up by political enemies. He also issued 50 subpoenas to 50 supposed witnesses, including an unspecified Heinz representative, all of which were thrown out by the judge. The jury deliberated for around 3 hours before reaching a unanimous verdict. They found him guilty of misdemeanor petty theft, and he was convicted on Thursday, April 15th, 2009. Superior Court Judge Jackie C. Brown sentenced Rocco to 2 years of informal probation. He was ordered to...
2 years of probation for 50 cents worth of ketchup. 2 years of probation for 50 cents worth of ketchup. Hell, now you can just rob thousands of dollars from a store, or up to $1,000. You can loot up to $1,000 in several large cities in America, and the police won't even come. They won't even show up. This guy stole 50 cents worth of ketchup and got 2 years of probation. Oh, my goodness.
To pay $200 in fines and toll
$200 in fines for 50 cents worth of ketchup. And it cost the state or the city or whatever thousands of dollars to try the case. There you go. Trump should give him Trump, if you're listening, don't go on the EBS system yet. Listen to me. Pardon Rocco for the 50 cents worth of ketchup conviction. Give him a pardon. Oh, and Kitty B, reparations. Good point. Reparations. For that $200 plus interest and inflation. Give him a pardon. Give him the reparations with interest. Now you can go back to the EBS system.
told to stay 100 meters away from Chapman University. This was a scam from day one, Rocco said outside of court. He called his trial one-sided and a joke. Rocco vowed to appeal the sentence. In 2011, he sought a retrial, but his request was denied. Steve Rocco continues to be in...
I gotta go see that.
University. This was a scam from day one, Rocco said outside of court. He called his trial one-sided and a joke. Rocco vowed to appeal the sentence. In 2011...
Ex-school official loses ketchup retrial bid. All of this for 50 cents worth of ketchup. This guy got thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in publicity, got his conspiracy theories out there, and it cost him $200 and 2 years of probation. Oh, that was for the 50 cents worth of ketchup.
2011, he sought a retrial, but his request was denied. Steve Rocco continues to be involved in politics to this day. Surprisingly, people still vote for him. Steve Rocco possesses this unshakable ability to constantly disrupt the Orange County political establishment. He's like a permanent fixture that they just can't get rid of. And God bless him for it. Because without him, who else could the people of Orange County depend on to keep them safe from the partnership?
As of today, I've got 158,000 votes in all the elections that I've been in. You're not going to vote for me because I'm Vietnamese. You're not going to vote for me because I'm Mexican or Latino, because I'm not. You're not going to vote for me because I'm a Democrat or Republican, because I'm not. You're not going to vote for me because I'm an illegal alien or because I'm a natural-born citizen, because I'm not. I'm also not a lawyer. I'm one of you. You want change, you want things done, you want a cleaner county, then you vote for me and we get the job done. If you choose in the future to vote for somebody else, do it. But this time, vote for yourself.
Okay, quick updates. These videos take a long time to make, as you know. Months go by. So...
All right, we're going to have more on this guy. He's still around, believe it or not. 50 cents worth of ketchup. I still can't believe it costs thousands of dollars for 50 cents. Donald Trump, don't go on the EBS system yet. Listen to me. Give Steve Rocco, he deserves a full and complete pardon and reparations. And Steve Rocco, you can thank Kitty B for the reparations. Oh, we'll run. What do we got next? This guy's going to be a trip. And we still got a lot more on him. Oh, wow. There's like a 2 hour, hour and a half documentary on this guy, too. We're going to have to split that up into a couple shows, I think. Don't forget, next week or the week after, we're going to have a special show, hopefully with a couple of streamers and their significant other for a newlywed-style game show. It'll be a battle royale. cage match of two heavyweights and their spouses. I didn't call the spouses heavyweights, by the way. So we'll get more Steve Rocco in the near future here. What do we got here? We got something to fill in 5 minutes before we take an ad break, and then we got a half hour after that, so got to find something short. Usually Victor's got a link out there. Don't see one, but we'll play this. This is the, by the way, this is the...
Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen and Herren, all the way from Tokyo, Japan.
This will fill in till 8 o'clock. This is the Car Patrol's anthem in Boogie Stand.
I go out was a walking. Someone took my lovely chicken from me. Run,
my lovely chicken, run, I do run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Coming out when someone took my lovely chicken from me. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Thank you, Monica.
With the Yodo Meister.
Jumping to the stove, she rose and landed where she thought the bottom was well located. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Who knew the Japanese could yodel like that? Again.
Ladies and gentlemen, mein Damen and Herren, presenting to you aus Rhein-Im-Winkel, Southern Bavaria, the Yodo Meister.
The anthem of the Boogie Stand Car Patrol.
2 times ago I shopping and will buy a brand new lovely chicken. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear.
Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Take it to the top with some extreme yodeling with Takeo Ishii.
Get that chicken.
Little chicken.
There you go, pipiendo.
Oh, we'll run these last block of ads here. We ran IT. We'll run this one.
There's a place that we can go to watch old things.
You've got to have a Pepsi song.
Remember berries it brings. It's a special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pepsi. Campy old movies and old cartoons. We hope to see you over there very soon. It's our special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pepsi. When we were kids and there wasn't any school, we'd sit and watch all the best cartoons, eating cereal until it was noon. We never thought that 30 years later it'd still be cool. Saturday night and cheesy movies, the ones that used to show us boobies. It's our special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pepsi. Enjoy the joy of Pepsi. Enjoy the joy of Pepsi.
This just in. The global officials that can help all, also known as Got You, have now banned all boogieing and boogie-related movements worldwide. Public safety is the main concern, they say, and people are reminded that boogieing is contagious. Anyone caught boogieing will be dealt with in the harshest terms police have reported. More at
Sometimes this world can get you down. There's just one thing you can do. Boogie. You gotta get back up and shake it all around. No one's gonna tell me how I'm gonna boogie. Come on, everybody boogie bumper tonight. No one's gonna tell me how I'm gonna boogie. Come on, everybody boogie bumper tonight. No one's gonna tell me how to boogie. Come on, everybody boogie bumper tonight.
There's a place that we can
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're back to Bin Laden's cave. We're back. We're back in Bin Laden's cave. That's where we're streaming from now. We have to stream from caves to hide from the censors. Oh, what happened to the Restream chat? Let's fix that. All right, there we go. Victor Von Schroom sent something. Let's get that. Oh boy, what did Victor send? We gotta see. This is gonna be interesting. Oh yeah.
I want to live with an indigenous tribe. I know it might sound crazy, so I'll explain why. They know how to actually survive and thrive by creating life in nature with the divine. I think the Western way of life is rather corny, unbalanced, unhealthy, illogical, and lonely. The 13 mentally ill families that own us are satanic, brainwashing us since birth to cause a panic. They control the governments, companies, school, and the whole system by masking our magical powers and infinite wisdom, enslaving us instead to chase a carrot,
Where do you find this stuff,
interrupting
Victor?
our infinite thought process and free spirit. So it might be time for a lifestyle change for me. And living with an indigenous tribe might sound pretty strange to see, but they've been driving off the land for thousands of years. The unsustainable Western world's probably going to disappear in the near future. Technological advances are setbacks. Computer TV and cell phones are like crack. Living in nature's way more healthy. It has all the cures within to make our souls
Oh, he kind of looks like Steve Rocco, doesn't he?
mental illness and hello to communal peace. And foraging organic food and medicine will cure every disease. That's why I want to live with an indigenous tribe. I know it might sound crazy, so I've explained why. Cause they know how to actually survive and thrive.
Your recommendations are crazy.
Life in nature with the divine. Okay, the mental seed has been planted. Will it get watered?
Okay, Steve Rocco. No, I don't know who that is. Since we got to get used to, we're making the shift to our new overlords. Got to start getting used to a different way of life, I guess. So we'll also have language lessons, I think, in Mandarin. I think is that the most popular Chinese? Is that the most popular Chinese language, Mandarin?
And just like that, I'm working for the Chinese again.
So we got to get used to the Chinese ways, like guys hitting themselves in the nuts. You think you're going to beat these guys, the Chinese? They hit themselves in the head with steel bars. Oh. Holy shit. Wait a minute. This guy is using a power drill on this guy's head. Are you serious? Better start getting used to this. Our new overlords. They're coming soon. Oh, wait. Let's see if there's subtitles. These guys are nuts. Where'd they go? Come on. Hello? Ah. No subtitles. Shit. Nope. Ah, shit. Well, you gotta learn Chinese at some point here. That's what Trump is teaching his son now. Yeah, Baron. Lay across those, lay across those, swords there. Oh, they're spears? Oh, even better. Jesus. These guys are nuts. Yeah, I'd say that was sharp. Oof. Look at it. They start the little kids out. Look how small those kids are. Look how small those kids are. Better get used to it, though. You're all going to have to learn Mandarin here. Very shortly. Very shortly. We'll have lessons in Chinese, too. First, we'll keep working on the Rocco story, Steve Rocco story. But we will have lessons in Mandarin. So, we're almost near the end. So is somebody else. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock. If you want to shoot me some links, if you want to see something, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll keep chugging along here. In case you didn't see this. Oop, not that. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. What did I do with it? Oh. Why is that not working? I'll have to find where Kitty sent me that one because it won't open for some reason. Downloaded it twice too. Let's see. Here we go. Our gentleman with the pretty nasty house.
All right, this thing on. And I was thinking, if I want to...
It's his cooking show, by the way. We're going to make crispy baked potatoes in a filthy kitchen. We're going to make crispy baked potatoes in a filthy kitchen.
Renovate this place. The floor. I put this floor thingy above the one that was there before, but didn't realize you had to like use a hammer and put it in place. So it's kind of weird, you know, that there's you can't kind of feel it. Anyway, but
Toddle's
here I put
Kitchen.
this thingy there, and I painted.
Oh, wait. We got some painting going on and a new countertop. You see that? Let's back up here. I missed this.
But
We got a
here
new
I put this thingy
countertop.
there,
New sink, too.
and I painted these things white and replaced that thingy. Disgusting.
Oh.
And new fridge.
New fridge, too.
And same coffee maker that doesn't work. I mean,
Wait a minute. Coffee maker that doesn't work? Should have gotten a new stove. Should have sprung for the stove there instead of the coffee maker that doesn't work.
like this oven is from 1985.
Woof.
And, like the width from here to here, it's about 25 inches or something. And this, I think it's 16 inches.
I don't think you need
So
that.
if I want to,
that dirty thing there.
like, modernize this, I need at least 30 inches because you can't find a 25-inch oven anymore unless you go to like a World War II museum or something. And so it would have to be here.
World
like,
War
centered there
II
because-
museum. That's the stove that he tried to cook steaks on, grill steaks on, and they caught on fire. On Saturday night, we saw that. That's the stove that he grilled steaks on, and it caught on fire.
It's kind of funny though. For this song, it's supposed to, but here there's nothing.
Ooh.
The air just comes out of here. I mean, what's the point of this thing? I mean,
There's a filter in there. That's
Oh,
why
it
the air
doesn't.
comes out of there. There's
Oh my
there's a
goodness,
filter.
what a
See?
waste.
There it is. That filter's surprisingly
Put this
clean.
back. God damn it. I'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah, he's got a new sink now though. Even though this is 9 months old, he had the all the dirty dishes in the bathroom sink and in the bathtub. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like potatoes. Gonna have to cook them like.
Just drop that dirty thing on your potatoes, dude. Nah, see, you shouldn't have taken that out. Now you can't get it back in.
Well, good enough.
Good
well,
enough.
I need to get one of those thingies that has a filter in it, not one that is made for a place with an actual air duct. And put it in a place. Anyway, whatever. I didn't really know. But anyway, so I have to have more space here. So this has to be destroyed. Part of this has to be destroyed, which would cut the
No, you don't want to do that.
stuff in there.
Just get rid of the crappy cabinet on the right.
Whatever.
You just got a new countertop. Don't wreck it.
Yeah, and then so it would cut into this space here, which would leave a very short space between the oven and the fridge, which is illegal. It has to be 18 inches. Oh well, whatever. Probably will leave it like that. Anyway, so let's be making potatoes. I'm gonna put this at
All right, we're finally gonna get to making potatoes here.
425 Fahrenheit. And with these thingies, I mean, you kind of have to eyeball it. 'Cause
He melted the hot plates. They caught on fire because he tried to grill steaks on them. He tried to grill steaks on his hot plates and they caught on fire. Oh. Because he said you can grill indoors by using your electric stove. Yeah, just hover the meat right over the hot plates.
Might be 424, 426, that's okay. Oh, by the way.
Wait a minute.
About this thingy. Yeah, I finished it. Well, there's still kind of a little bit left. Just...
All right, wait. He's got the oven going. Is he going to put the frying pan in the oven? Because he's got the potatoes sitting on that frying pan. I'm just wondering if that frying pan is going into the oven. Now, you could wrap your baked potatoes in aluminum foil and put them on the oven grate if he's got one. Though we don't know if he's got one.
There's a little bit more in this one. Oh, where it's not beef. That's pretty good. Ouch. This cut fell, sorry. Anyway, so this is called Yukon Jack.
I just sub Kitty, so I'll get a lot of weird videos now.
Like about a month ago was out in the Goonies and was near the Ontario border, so if I mean they don't sell it in Quebec.
Use a hot skillet.
In the States. It's sort of a whiskey mixed with honey. Here it's 40% alcohol, but if you buy it in the States, it's 50% for some reason. And
wow,
like
2 bottles of Yukon he drank by himself. Oof.
I mean, it's good. It's really good. It's really, 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 really tasty.
Yeah, just leave the empty bottles. Yeah, just move them out of the way.
Yeah, hot potatoes. So
we got some dirty dishes.
There's a way to make...
At least his dirty dishes are in the kitchen now, Boogie. In the other video, his dirty dishes were in the bathroom.
The baked potatoes that is really, 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 really good. And it's like it's a way that when you make it that way, like the outside is really crispy and the inside is all nice and warm and all. So that's the first thing. First thing, you gotta wash them. And this thing works now.
You gotta wash them and put them on a dirty cutting board.
It used to be shut off, but...
Why is there 3-in-1 oil in the sink? Is that does he use that for cooking oil? 3-in-1 oil? Is that his cooking oil? So wash your potatoes and put them on a filthy, disgusting cutting board. Okay, got it. Next to the 3-in-1 cutting oil.
Wash that.
A cooking oil, I guess.
Because the thing at the bottom, it was leaking, you know. So I put this, but as you can see, there's no water there, and you had to put like all these. Like,
ooh, that's a plumbing nightmare there.
And for some reason, the water doesn't. What's this? What a... Oh, gee.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
By the way, we're cooking baked potatoes, by the way. Crispy baked potatoes. We really haven't gotten to the potatoes except for washing them and putting them on a filthy cutting board.
Down completely. It's been propped up by this.
Oh, that shelf holds up the plumbing.
Anyway, so it used to leak. Now it doesn't leak anymore. So I guess I'll take it out. So that's one of the old videos. I'm never using that because, I mean, it was leaking from there, then leaking on the floor, just leaking everywhere. But now it's kind of fixed again, so we can use it. So after you wash your potatoes, you just wipe them well. You gotta wash it carefully, or else you're gonna get like a virus or something.
Oh, that's a dirty Band-Aid. The potato was just rolling on a dirty Band-Aid. By the way, there's 3-in-1 oil in the sink, in case you didn't notice. But yeah, there's a dirty Band-Aid by his finger there that the potatoes were rolling over. He's worried about getting a virus. So he washed his potatoes, put them on a filthy cutting board next on top of the dirty Band-Aid, and wiped them down with a dirty cloth. Awesome.
So
oh, he just flicked the Band-Aid out of the way.
Find a knife somewhere.
just flick the Band-Aid out of the way. That's all.
Okay.
No, we don't use soap in this house.
Okay.
That's verboten.
What you want to do
soap
is
is
kinda
verboten.
cut the
dirty
little
Band-Aid
weird
adds
parts.
flavor.
Like this one.
That's right, Kitty B. The dirty Band-Aid adds flavor.
Ouch.
Okay, what are we doing here?
This thingy. That little black thingy. I think that's its ass or something.
You gotta cut these thingies, okay?
Cut that thing off.
Oh. He's making baked potatoes and he's
Yeah,
cutting
that's
giant wedges out to get the eyes
the light
out.
goes off, it means that it's like it's reached the correct temperature, so it doesn't beep. It just the light goes off. There's a
Alright, so
space
he's
there.
hacking these potatoes up because they have eyes on them with a dirty knife. That's okay though. We're making progress. At least we're doing something with the potatoes.
All right.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen somebody cut wedges out of baked potatoes to get the eyes out,
I
but
don't know what that is. Let's see if we can sort of. Oh, okay, that's fine. A little thingy there. Looks like a marshmallow, like growing out of it. Or
a garnish.
Or tree or kind of vegetation thingy there. Okay, remove that.
Why don't you just peel them, put them in a pot, boil them up, and mash them?
There's a thingy there. We're going to remove the ass as well.
Yeah, you stab them with a fork. Put a bunch of holes in them and put them in the oven.
There, whatever that is.
That's just how potatoes look.
Okay.
He wants crispy potatoes.
Something there.
Is there going to be any potato left? He's cutting everything off.
Okay.
I wrap mine in aluminum foil that I keep in a drawer right next to the
I
oven.
still have all my fingers. But
Like every person keeps
all right.
aluminum foil next to the oven in a drawer,
Okay.
not on the counter.
No, what you do is you kind of take each of them and you kind of cut. Like
Foil goes in the drawer.
how to do it with my hand now. So like this.
That's right, Boogie. Every normal, good person puts aluminum foil in a drawer.
Like that. Okay, so there's kind of like a slice.
Yeah,
close to
and
the middle.
it should be close to the oven.
And, like, explode
Exactly.
with the pressure of the oven.
You don't put your aluminum foil in like some hobo on a counter. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Is he chopping them in half?
Smaller, but
Counter? Oh no. We must have a troll from JJ Stoner in this chat. Christopher, you're siding with JJ Stoner here, putting your foil on the counter like a hobo.
okay.
It goes in the drawer next to the oven somewhere.
And I got the.
So you know where it is. You got access to
Kind
it.
of weird thing. Just give me a second. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Apparently, there's a little thingy that.
If you wanna be a hobo and put it on the counter,
space, so I have to delete
like J.J. Stoner.
from the camera thingy. So.
But his wife,
then what you do is
or his significant other, puts it in a drawer. Much to JJ's dismay.
Oil on it, not too much.
He doesn't have that extra 16 seconds to wait.
Just kind of like make sure that the oil is like everywhere, you know. It goes in all the holes.
Okay, he's oiling the potatoes. Okay. I did see back Boogie Bumper said he oils them.
And then you put salt.
Okay, salt. Oil and salt, Boogie Bumper says, so
like
he's doing okay.
I don't know why. I guess I accidentally bought that one instead of the normal smaller.
Still
salt.
curious why there's in a frying pan, but
Yeah. Ouch. Okay.
oof. Just a pinch of salt.
Sort of like just rub it around with the salt. You can put pepper too if you want. Okay.
Just a pinch of salt.
Now in the meantime, the light went off, so that means that the oven reached the temperature 425. So just
Okay, we're still in the frying pan. Oh. Yes, we are putting the entire frying pan in the dirty, filthy oven.
like one by one.
Oh no! Wait a minute. We're putting them on the. Oh! Why did he waste all that time washing those potatoes? Look at that oven! Holy shit!
Okay. And
Look at all that salt.
Okay.
Look at that oven. We washed the potatoes because we don't want to get a virus, but we put them on
And
dirty,
so-
filthy oven racks
Now we wait.
that have never been
So-
cleaned. We'll just leave that dirty pan there.
My God, stop.
Oh, wait a minute.
I guess.
Stop.
So
Stop. Let's back up. I might have gone a little too far.
So what time is it?
There is a tire in his kitchen on the floor. A tire. There it is. That's a tire. Looks like a tire. 3-in-1 oil in the kitchen sink and a tire on the floor.
30 minutes past midnight, I guess. Anyway, so
I don't know
now
what
we
those
wait
are on the floor.
for about an hour. An hour is fine. So we wait for an hour and then we come back. Okay, see you guys in an hour.
So, oh, there's like dead bugs on the floor.
Okay, so it's been an hour.
Oof. Yeah, Monica. I see you over there in the Trovo chat.
Open the thingy so that turns
Woof.
off. And
All right.
here's it's full of weird stuff there.
We'll just rinse the plate off. No soap is necessary. Don't need any soap. There's that 3-in-1 oil still in the sink.
Wait a minute.
Not sure why that's there. Oh, look how dirty those plates are. Good grief.
Ouch.
I want to go find this guy and clean that kitchen. There's probably an engine block on the kitchen table. The hell with the carburetor. The whole engine block is on the kitchen table.
Okay, so let's check the
Oof.
fork.
We'll just get a dirty fork out. Rinse it off with some water. There you go. Don't need soap. Who needs soap? Screw that. That soap takes up time. We gotta move. Those potatoes are cooked. Oof. Oh, good grief. Look how dirty that stove is.
All right.
Look how dirty that oven is. That's probably the dirtiest
And
oven
here's the
I've ever
potatoes.
seen.
Okay, so at first they're going to be pretty hot. So what you want to do is kind of just like look for the little crack you
Look at
made,
that oven.
and you kind of just insert the thing.
Oh my
in there,
God.
if possible,
That's a lot of salt.
just to like spread it open. So that the smoke and the heat can get out, you know. There we are. Yeah. So just let it rest like this on the plate.
Boogie Bumper, he stacked the salt on those potatoes like he was dusting a donut with sugar.
Because it's all like crispy and soft and
Wonder why it's that oven so do you wonder why it's so dirty? I don't Monica in the Trovo chat, it's because he doesn't use any soap apparently on anything. It's called oven cleaner.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oven cleaner.
find a solution of some
There
kind.
guy, you need some oven cleaner desperately and some soap.
Okay.
This is a cooking video, guys. This is educational. It's crispy baked potatoes.
Right. I think I'm gonna be done with this.
It's actually salt.
Eventually.
How to cook salt and
Okay.
potatoes on the side.
It's hot.
You get potatoes on the
Okay.
side. The oven still works. Oh, what are those mouse turds
Oh.
on the floor?
So that's that.
Oh, it is. I think those are mouse turds. Ugh.
I can taste this like eating a house on fire or something.
There's still a lot of salt on those potatoes, though, Monica. He's drunk, so he'll be fine.
It's way too hot.
Kitty. Yeah, he did have those 2 bottles of
See how like
2 empty
crispy
bottles.
that
Those
it's
are
really
empty
good.
though. So does he have a full bottle somewhere?
It's like really, really good.
Oof.
Mm.
Oof. Oh.
Yeah, that's really good.
Ooh.
That's really good. So make these potatoes. They're really, really good and enjoy. And so yeah, I'll see you guys some other time.
Oh. I don't think I can eat for a couple days after seeing that. That was disgusting. Ugh. That's okay, though. Kitty sent me the link and I subscribed, so we'll have a lot more. Yep. 2 empty bottles of Yukon Jack. We'll have more. Because Kitty sent me the link and I subscribed. So we'll have him and we'll have Rocco. We'll have a lot of fun. Over the summer, as it sounds like politics is probably out for a while. We'll do a little bit. Just enough not to get in trouble. But maybe Victor can keep us updated on oh, he's got English muffin pizza. I gotta grab that link because we'll do that next time. All right, guys. Oh no, this is somebody else. Thursday night, I'll be on with Victor Von Schroom. Don't forget, in a week or two, maybe next week, Tuesday or Thursday, or the following week, we're going to have 2 streamers and their significant others in a battle royale of the Newlywed Game type show, where they'll have to answer questions on a pad and reveal the answers to each other after we get all the questions done. So it'll be a battle royale of 2 heavyweights of the internet. I'm not going to tell you their names yet. They pretty much committed, but I want to make sure we got a date set for that show. So that'll be fun. If it's on a Thursday night, if they can do Thursday night, we'll have myself and Victor. So that'll be fun. Tomorrow night, Boogie Bumper. Wednesday night, Boogie Bumper. You got JJ Stoner tomorrow. You got Wednesday night. You got you have Irrational Times tomorrow night after Boogie. So it'll be a packed day tomorrow because you got Daywave, and then you got Revenge of the Sith, you got Boogie Bumper, you got JJ Stoner in between all of that, and you've got Irrational Times, and I could always have to catch the replay, but you got Nightwave. Not on Wednesdays, though. No, not Wednesdays. So, guys, we'll see you Thursday with Victor Von Schroom. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, we're going to be shutting down the Periscope probably the second week of March, somewhere around there. And we'll find another app to go to. We got Trovo. We'll stick around DLive, Lemons or not, because we're probably going to shut down the YouTube so we don't lose all the videos, so I can download all the videos. And then after that, I don't care if we lose it or not. So, it's the Dutch Hitler. Oh, God. Thursday's going to be interesting with Victor. So thank you for coming. I'd release the chest, but there is no chest to release. And I don't know how to do the Trovo thing yet. I think you can give stuff away on Trovo, but I've not figured it out. I will work on that tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you over in Boogie Show tomorrow night, or whatever other show you're in. I'm in a lot of shows. I'm in JJ's show. Listening, I can't normally comment or watch the comments because I'm working. So we'll see you Thursday. Night all. Thank you.
But why are you farming for coins when you have a heavy bag?
That's for Monica.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
I love you, I wanna love you tender. You could be my only sweet surrender. I would never bring you any kind of sorrow. You love me, you wanna love me tender. How can I be sure you're not pretender? You want me today, but what about tomorrow? Oh, you're absolutely fine. Your lips have taste of wine. I'd like to think you're mine.